All right, everybody. What's going on? Today we're going to be testing the new Captain America Sam Wilson, otherwise known as Captain Falcon. That's what I'm usually going to be referring to him as. Not muted? No? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like the nickname. Saying Captain America somehow sounds cooler as saying Captain Falcon. Maybe it's because there is a Captain Falcon already in another beloved video game franchise. But that's what I'll be calling him. Anyway, Eric Nelson, Shannon over to. Ooh, sorry, my audio is a little bit loud at the moment. Saying tweet, Eric Nelson. Before we do that, we must do this. Stop. Thanks, dude. Before we do that, we also must do something else as well. We need to get my own tweet out here. Let's see. Dearest Rat Marvel Champions. I was gonna say better late than never, but you know what? It's not even that late, so I'm not even gonna say that, man. Let's just say. Gotta admit, Captain Falcon looking pretty legit here. Let's do some testing. Wait, yes. Oh no. Okay. Should we do let's do some live testing? Do we need to put that in? No, we don't need to put that. Okay. Gotta admit, Captain Falcon looking pretty legit here. I meant both physically and ability wise. We don't need to say that. Looking pretty legit. Let's do some testing. All right. Tweet. All right. There we go. Eric Nelson, let me find your tweet real quick. What do we have here? I'd like to give my application for the worst 6-star Nexus ever. This is what I got for 100% 7.1. P.S. I've now been up for almost 30 hours and I'm going to sleep. P.P.S. Could you hurry up and start the stream? I want to sleep. Well, I was 15 minutes late today, so rip. Get some sleep, dude. Get some rest. This is not even close to the worst Nexus ever. Are you kidding me? Korg, I think, is a solid pickup. You know, sure, maybe not the most exciting champion of all time, but I'd be happy taking a new Korg. Yeah, there you go. And he took Korg, exactly the play. I mean, there's always the potential for Spidey to be buffed, but I mean, come on, we already got so many other Spideys. When they finally buff this dude, is he actually going to be good? I don't know. Korg, I think he's a decent pick. It's not bad, dude. That's not bad at all. But, alright, man, if you've been up that long, yeah, please get some rest, dude. I know you are probably feeling it. Tired. But thank you, dude. What else we got in here, though? We got Infinity MJ first one here, followed by Casual Cashew, Clarissa, saying Goober, Edwin Oscar the second. Wells, we got oh man, how do you say that name? El Commander? Is that just okay, I guess that's how you say that, huh? It's just El Commander. Not even that difficult to say, I guess. But all right, anyway, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Craig Hardy also sent a buck saying on time as usual. You know it, baby. Always on time. I've never been late a day in my life. Never a day in my damn life, guys. But all right. Let's do a little bit of testing tonight, guys. So, Captain Falcon here. He seems good. The testing tonight, we have to look at it through a little bit of a different perspective for this fella right here. When I initially looked over the, the deep dive, when we did the deep dive analysis video, it appeared as if Captain Falcon here is more of a PvP kind of a champion. You gotta look for characters' strengths rather than their weaknesses, because with a game of over 200 champions in it, listen, man, if the champ's weak for one area, you just don't use him. You use a champ that's strong for it, right? Likewise, if a champ is weak in the battlegrounds, you're not going to use him there, but maybe use him elsewhere. But Captain America here, Captain Falcon, he seems like he's going to be pretty good for Battlegrounds. He seems like he's going to be good for Alliance War. These are the two PvP game modes that MCOC, I was going to say currently has, but I mean, Battlegrounds aren't even out yet. But let's just say it currently has these two modes. So that is the lens that we are going to try to test Captain Falcon under. A player versus player perspective, which is going to be difficult. This is something a little bit different than what is normally done. Typically, we go through Realm of Legends and just try to see if they can do damage. You know what I mean? This is something a little bit harder to do. We are still going to hop into Realm of Legends. It is still good to gauge damage that way and just get a feel for the champ, the rotation, all that stuff. So yeah. But first, we got to get him ranked up. We are going to be sigging the champion up. Let me go to hold on, let's rank him up first. We're gonna take the dude to rank 3. Let's go ahead and start there. Get the ball rolling. I am gonna take him to Sig 200, but we are gonna take a look at the champ at Sig level 1 first, just to see, try to gauge like how important Sig levels are and things like that. And then yeah, test out the champ, make some assumptions based on things that we can't really test, but try to piece it together and figure out if Captain Falcon here is a legit good champion or if he is a waste to be thrown away with the OG Captain America and World War II Captain America of forgotten times. But all right. Anyway, Christian sending over to saying, "Evening BG, is Mr. Negative any good?" Did I say? I think I changed the pronunciation of negative there. But is Mr. Negative any good? Yes, he is. To be honest, I haven't spent that much time with the champion. I haven't spent a whole lot of time with the champ. It's his animations. Not really his animations. What's the right word for it, man? The character model, I guess? Like the colors, the inverted color scheme. It kind of bothers me to look at. I've gotten more used to it. So to be honest, maybe I should give the champ another look, especially now that Battlegrounds are becoming a thing. And I think he could be good for the Battlegrounds as well. I think that... what's it called? Reverse controls are scary. It's a very scary thing to have in the Battlegrounds. So that alone makes him a potent defender, not just for Battlegrounds, but you know what I mean, for Alliance War as well. What else? Attack wise, I can't even remember exactly all the things that he can do, but I remember him being compared a bit to Void. In some ways. I can't remember exactly what he can do though, but yeah, people have been using him offensively a bit. He doesn't get, I don't think he gets used a ton offensively, but yeah, he can do those things too. So I do think he's a good champion. I just can't really tell you a ton of details about him due to lack of personal experience. Shad Senator Buck saying, "Good evening, BG. Would you check the Twitter sphere, you bald man?" Shad, I most certainly will. Let's see. It is finally done. I actually had some good runs in that Cap IW boss with with rank 3 Ghost, but no one shots. Now on to 6.4. Okay, nice, dude. Congrats. This was my least favorite chapter of Story Quest, potentially ever. 6.3. I just found it to be a miserable time. Maybe it's the boost system. I'm not sure. But I really didn't like it. So congrats on making it through and never, ever, ever having to return to it. But I did something awful today. Laundry. Easy. That's the worst. To look at my dirty laundry and my back automatically starts hurting. Kind of wish I would have bought a few t-shirts and a pack of underwear with my quarters. But I could put that off for a few weeks. Okay. Well, congrats on getting that done, dude. Jordan Maker sent an over buck as well. Thank you, dude, saying, "Can we get a petition to time out people who feel that or fill chat complaining about their message not getting read every night. I know, dude. It's so annoying, right? Also, I won $260 on some sports bets today. Here's some for you, dude. $260? That's awesome, man. Well, congrats on that, and thanks for sharing the winnings, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. What's up, Static? Sam BG, I'm home for the weekend. Sending the Alienware back. What? Keyboard already broke. Wow, and no replacement for weeks. Also, what's with no max sig crystals for 6 stars by now? It's kind of dumb. It is pretty dumb. I know Kabam is aware of the issue. It's been brought up to them plenty of times in the past. But I don't know what the holdup is. I guess because max sig crystals historically have been used to like give something for the next star level, you know? And there is no next star level, at least not yet. So they need to figure out something else to give, something else to supply. But yeah, dang, dude, bummer about the Alienware. Superhead Games sending over a buck as well. Thank you, dude. Just saying no. That message came through a long time ago too. Is there a new message that was supposed to be in the chat that is not in the chat? Well, Superhead Games, I'll check back in with you in a minute. Otherwise, thank you for the buck. Andy sending over a buck as well, saying, "Hi BG, who would you rank up for Battlegrounds, Awakened Bishop or Awakened Sauron?" I can't really say yet. We don't know what nodes are going to be out, man. If you're looking to rank specifically for Battlegrounds, you need to wait until the mode is live. Is my recommendation. I think both of those champs have potential because they are a bit annoying to fight and stuff. Sauron might have higher potential because he's got some healing capabilities. Even though his damage isn't great, you can maybe heal up when using him offensively, and a lot of the scoring is based on remaining health, so it could potentially be better. But there's no way to say at the moment. We don't know what the first nodes are going to look like. We don't know if they're going to be the nodes they have in the beta, or something entirely different. So I would hold off on ranking up champs specifically for Battlegrounds. Maybe get them to a rank below what you would be able to get to, just as a way to prepare. But that'd be about it. Okay. By the way, guys, I should say that for these testing streams, it's much more difficult to have conversations about other things outside of the champion that we're testing himself here. So, you know, will I occasionally look at a tweet or something like that? Perhaps. But in general, if it's like the usual, who do I rank up to get me through this content type of questions and stuff like that, I'd appreciate if you guys save that for any of the other streams. Basically I do this once a month, maybe twice a month. So we're talking like one day out of like 14 at a minimum. You know, that tonight's just not the best night for it, and I want to focus in on learning about this guy. So hope you understand. Those questions will largely be ignored. I'm telling you now. So don't get frustrated when I don't read your question. Okay. Let's see here. Let's start diving into this guy right here. I'm going to look at his awakened ability first, which might be difficult to do if we don't know the rest of his abilities and how they interact, but let's see if we can decipher right off the bat if the awakened ability, like how much it matters. Let's see. Red Wing lock-on lasts 2 seconds longer. Attack rating is increased by a bit and allows Captain America to inflict ruptures from special 2/3 blocks. Okay. When either champion performs well-timed block, Captain America inflicts a sap charge on the opponent. Okay. When the opponent fails, or when their ability fails due to low ability accuracy, an instant rupture is inflicted, dealing some damage. Okay. I remember looking at this now. Damage scales with base attack only. Okay. I remember this now. So I am actually going to sig the champion up. But if I had to guess, I would say the sig ability it probably matters that he's awakened, but probably doesn't matter necessarily that he's like max sig or something like that. Just a guess. We'll, of course, find out more as we test the champion, but I just wanted to read it once at a low sig level before dumping all these sigs into the champ. So, yeah. Happy G, hope you're having a great time. New animation sent. Feel free to check after stream since it's testing stream. White Mummy, I appreciate that, but you know what? The animations are too good. We're not waiting. These only take a second to look at anyway. Let's see. This one's for all the Tigra lovers. Hey, dude, that's sick. Dang, dude. A white blob. That's really what this is, right? It's just a white blob, except it looks so damn good. It comes to life. It feels like Tigra. Just slashing away, dude. Sick. As always, man. Just the way that it morphs back into the name that it just destroyed. It's perfect. God, it's so satisfying. Okay. Sick job as usual, dude. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Oh, wait. Super Red Games. I did want to see if there was a different message from you. Nope. No other message. Just that no message at first. To which I'm not sure what that is for. But, thank you very much. Okay. Now let's see the SIG ability. So the SIG ability, the damage, the attack rating increase has gone up a bit. And more physical damage as well. So, but I don't think those are the biggest deals. Okay, let's. I just want to get a feel for the animations real quick. This is not a guide for the champ. I'm gonna be playing him the wrong way for sure. I'm just getting a feel for animations. And then we'll figure out the best ways to play this guy. And then we'll go test him in some other areas of the game. So, it's so hard to tell how good a champ is going to be from the EQ every month. His level 2, for instance, seems to smack through block. It does smack through block, yeah. Isn't read last message anymore, so copy paste. Yes, please. Please do. Help me out here, guys. Don't make me go search for your message. Alright, let's see here. Just getting a feel for, like, the 5-hit combo. Feels smooth. Doesn't feel like anything out of the ordinary. Just feels fine. Feels typical. Let's go ahead and launch a special 3 first, actually. We're gonna go reverse order. I'm gonna go special 3. And then, actually, dude, I'm gonna go in an order that doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, what the? That was weird. I tried to do a light attack, but I guess it registered as a medium. We're gonna pop the special 3, just because I want to see the animation, and then we'll go special 1, special 2. Why, you ask? I don't know. Just the way I'm doing it. Special 3 looks pretty good, though. Has that Hyperion feel to it, almost, you know? Being all up there in outer space, just smash him in the ground. Alright, let's check out the block proficiency. Go ahead, bud. Hit me with that special. Wow. Not much damage taken at all. That's pretty good. Special 1. Okay, nice and quick. That's good. It's not a 14,000 hit combo the same way Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is. We're going to throw a special 2. Now, again, his damage here is not looking anything special, but we're going to try to, you know, trying to figure out this champ from a PvP perspective, in which case damage is not always king. If you can deal damage through other means, especially, and just being generally tanky and being able to survive and stuff like that, some of those aspects are better than more important for a champ rather than can they defeat the opponent in 4 seconds. So all right, let's start breaking down this guy's abilities. Let me look at his stats though real quick. So stat wise, crit and crit damage pretty average, it seems. Block proficiency is definitely up there though, as to be expected. The dude's got a shield. He's Captain America after all. So yeah, the block efficiency is really good. Excellent, man. Plus he's got some additional armor up, so yeah, man, he's quite tanky. Super FNA fan. Wait, no. Super FNAF and Michael Jackson kids. I don't know what that means. Hope it was nothing bad, because I have no idea what that means. Thank you very much for the 5. Saying, bye before you start. Want to ask if 6-star APOC at rank 1 is good. Going for cap. Is that supposed to be BG before you start? Yes. I'd say 6-star APOC at rank 1 is good for going for cav. Yes. You're not going to want to use him in every single fight. So hopefully you have some other counters for things like being bleed immune or poison immune for like the Sentinel mini boss in the 2nd quest of Act 6, or the crossbones in the 5th quest, or just someone who's generally good at fighting robots. Any of those things would be nice. Although honestly, APOC wouldn't be that bad for the final well, no, I think he would be bad for it. He needs power. You get power drained. But either way, yeah, he'd be good for a lot of it. Yes. Yep. Definitely. Buy sounds better than BG. You know what, Clarissa? Oh my goodness, dude. This guy's out of control. Hey, this is your one warning to the person I just timed out. If you don't chill out, then you gotta go. We're just gonna remove you from the stream entirely. Alright? Rupture damage is okay. Decent. Is Rupture the new degen? Rupture, I think Rupture damage, it feels like something that champs just can't be immune to necessarily. It's physical damage, so physical resistance should come into play, which is nice, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna cycle back to the Awaken ability later on, but let's take a look at his other abilities as well. So, let's see. Armor up. When attacking or hit by basic attacks, 30% chance to gain armor up buff, increasing armor rating by 307. That's not a ton, but it adds up. Lasting indefinitely up to 5 stacks. Additionally, stacks last for 10 seconds. This buff turns into a passive when nullified by something other than armor break. Okay. So, nullification doesn't really stop it. It's armor break that gets through it, because armor break comes from cosmic champions. So, of course, you know, trying to play up the class advantage wheel. All right, let's see here. While armor up is active, Captain America can trigger the Power Mastery against non-contact attacks, and he can block unblockable specials for mutants. Okay. See, right here, this is something that's pretty important, I would say. Again, from a player versus player perspective, that's how we're looking at this guy. Forget general questing. I'm sure he can still be useful there too, but I really want to think about player versus player stuff. So, Captain America being able to trigger the Power Mastery against non-contact attacks, and he can block unblockable specials for mutants. These are annoying things to have to deal with against other players when you're just trying to not die and stuff, right? In a regular quest, I mean, you take a little bit of damage, you get hit by a special, you pop a revive and a potion, you go back in, big whoop, right? But in something like the Battlegrounds, blocking an unblockable special, that's a big deal. That's a real big deal, especially with the block proficiency that this guy has, where you're not going to take a ton of damage. And then also the added bonus of just being able to parry champions like Iron Man Infinity War on his first meeting without having to take that extra chip damage by blocking again. Things like that. That's pretty nice. Okay, each armor up reduces the opponent's bleed ability accuracy by 25%. This is something that I don't know how important that is. I feel like that's just a little bit of a cherry on top bonus, but I don't know. Maybe it's something really powerful, and we'll maybe see that later on. 10% chance per armor up effect to auto block incoming special attacks. Again, something important for a player versus player situation. Okay, so up to 75%. This auto block counts as a well-timed block and removes all personal armor ups. So this is huge. So you auto block specials, and it counts as a well-timed block. Now, you cannot parry the opponent's specials in the way that you stun them, but parries... Hold on. Check this out, guys. This is a big deal. And you know what? I'm going to make a video entirely about this subject and go into greater detail about it. But look at this, man. When you got rank, you got parry rank 3, right? It reduces damage by 25%. That is additive to oh, we're going to have the green background now. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Looks a little bit weird, but anyway, that's additive to his high block proficiency. So that means take that 70% number there, just add 25% on top of it. That's 95% damage reduction from specials. That's huge. You're barely taking any damage from specials if you auto block it. And that's just if you mess up dexing where you auto block. You could still try to dex and you know, get rid of 100% of the damage. But if you mess up, you auto block and yeah, you're good to go. I mean, it's only up to 75% chance that you're going to auto block it, but still, that's crazy, man. Even if you have to throw this guy on defense, if the opponent, if a lot of their damage comes through specials, you know, they're going to have a rough time taking you down in like a 2-minute battleground match, you know? So, yeah, that's also interesting. You know what? Real quick, actually, I want to see. Let's go to Aunt May. How's his health total, just compared to other champs? He's actually slightly below average. He's tankier than the average champ, but I just wanted to see what his health was. Okay. Just ever so slightly below average. Okay. Next thing here. Auto block chances is also increased by 25% per prowess. Oh, on the opponent. This chance is capped at 100% while the opponent has prowess. Okay. So it's actually guaranteed auto block against a lot of the mutants that have prowess. So 75% from armor ups, 25% per prowess. Yeah, man. 100% auto block. Beautiful. He's gonna as more mutant champs get added, it'll be like this guy and Nimrod that'll be like your go-to you know, counters. Or I mean, here's the thing too, prowess that doesn't just come from champions. Apparently Path 7, I guess, in Alliance War these days has prowess attached to it. I haven't played Alliance Wars this past season, but yeah, that's what I'm told, Path 7. And then I could see something similar happening to the Battlegrounds where they add prowess to nodes, and then suddenly, man, this guy's auto-blocking everything. He'll be the king of it. Sounds like a kitty counter. Does Kitty have prowess? I can't remember. She probably does, and that's probably why you're saying it, but I can't even remember. Okay. Before we read this next section, Reese sending over a buck. Thank you, Reese, saying, well, look what we have here. Brian Wilson, McGregory, Alexander, Pietro Grant. What a name. How the heck are you, man? I've been dodging my alliance to play Horizon Forbidden West recently. It's an amazing game. Well, nice, dude. Buddy of mine's playing that game right now, saying he's having a good time with it too. Enjoy it, man. Thank you for the buck. Yes, she does. That's her thing. Okay, gotcha. How she goes and visit. Oh my god, dude. Why did I... Dude, for some reason, I get Kitty and Tigra confused. I was thinking Tigra when EZ said Kitty. That's why I was like, I don't remember if Tigra has prowess, because I don't think she does she? Maybe she does too. I don't know. But I was thinking about I was thinking about Tigra. Okay, anyway. Because Tigra has unblockable specials as well. That's, you know, that's why I was thinking about it. But I mean, he can't block that because not immune. Okay, anyway. Always active. Captain America cannot land critical hits naturally. However, every time he would have landed a critical hit, he inflicts an instant rupture, dealing physical damage. This ability scales with critical damage rating. Okay. So, anti-crit. This is also important for something like a PvP situation. We saw Legacy use this champion against me when I selected Mr. Sinister. I think all decks are kind of gonna be required to have one champion that doesn't crit, unless you also just happen to have a bunch of champs that are capable of dealing with Mr. Sinister. You know, there's plenty of champs that can deal with them, like Warlock, Torch, Void, but some of these other champs, like, you might want to use them for other situations. Like, you probably want to save that Torch for like a Mystic champ rather than fighting Mr. Sinister with it, right? So I think it's nice just to have an option of anti-crit in your deck for other champs besides Mr. Sinister or other nodes as well. So it'll be nice to have a champ like that in your pocket, whether you want it to be Captain Falcon here or someone else. Okay, Ruptures also inflict a sapped charge that lasts for 15 seconds or indefinitely as a defender. Consume all charges when reaching 25 stacks and replace them with a power drain passive, draining 50% of the opponent power over 15 seconds. Okay, sapped charge lasts for 15 seconds or indefinitely as a defender. Consume all charges when reaching 25 stacks. Okay, and replace them with power drain passive. Okay, that's right. Okay. So you got to build up these sap charges and then, yeah, you can drain their power with it. Okay. This is something that I'm really curious to test. I want to see how easy it is to build up those charges. If it's something you can rely on or what the deal is. We'll have to test that out. Okay, Recon Scan. Dodging back and holding block for 1.2 seconds. Inflicting lock-on charge for 16 seconds. Hold on. Dodging back and holding block for 1.2 seconds. Inflicting lock-on charge for... I feel like it's supposed to be inflict, not inflicting. Anyway, I don't know. Lock-on charge for 60 seconds. It pauses on his specials. Once lock-on ends, it goes on cooldown for 12 seconds. As a defender, Cap inflicts a lock-on charge in 16 seconds if not locked on. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, what does that do? Let's see. When entering lock-on, Cap passively inflicts cowardice for the duration of lock-on, reducing special attack damage by 40%. There's even more special damage reduction. While locked on, Cap gains a bunch of critical rating and his attacks cannot miss. So there we go. This dude could be maybe a potential counter for someone like Maw or something like that. Striking the opponent while locked on pauses sapped charges for 5 seconds. Okay. Actually, would it be good for Maw? I'm thinking his armor ups could potentially be a problem. Anyway, regardless, let's keep moving. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. Those sapped charges. I'm really curious how easy it is to build those up when you have to like pause their duration and stuff like that too. Alright, anyway, on a heavy or intercept, consume an armor up buff and gain a non-stacking bulwark buff, increasing block proficiency by a bunch for 15 seconds. While this buff is active, opponents have negative 100% ability accuracy when hitting Captain America's block. Okay, so that is something like a masochism counter, I believe, right? We'll test that. Okay, special attack 1. Last hit inflicts a physical vulnerability debuff, decreasing physical resistance for 14 seconds. Pauses while lock on. Okay. Lock on inflict an extra physical vulnerability debuff. Okay. Special attack 2. For the duration of this special, attack rating increases proportionally to armor rating. All personal armor ups are consumed by the end of the attack. Each hit inflicts a rupture debuff. It's pretty weak damage though. Each hit inflicts an extra instant rupture passive, dealing critical damage, physical damage when locked on. Okay. And then special 3, gain a precision buff, granting a whole bunch of crit rating for 8 seconds, but pauses for 0.5 seconds on a hit. Captain America can crit through blocks while this buff is active. Okay. Short duration, but pauses on each hit. Okay, consume all stacks of armor up and gain 10% chance per armor up to inflict an extra sap charge on a rupture for the duration of the precision buff. Reaching max stacks of sap charges while this effect is active causes the lost armor ups to return. And then lock on inflicts a special lock, preventing specials from being activated for 10 seconds. Okay. Well, to be honest, I don't. No, I was gonna say I'm not sure how important the special 3 is, but I did see Legacy use the special 3 with this guy. I believe when I rewatched our match against each other back. But okay. I get the feeling that the special 1 is really not too important, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, reducing physical resistance. Yeah, I mean, his damage it comes all from physical mostly, right? Physical hits. Rupture is physical damage. It's all physical with this guy, but it just doesn't seem to do a whole lot. It is a debuff where you're gonna get 2 debuffs. So situations where you need debuffs on the opponent, you can lock on, pop the special 1. That's 2 vulnerability debuffs plus like a parry for a 3rd debuff, or what's it called? Resonate for a 3rd debuff, and then you're able to take things like diss track, you know. Is BG really reading all of this? Hashtag low comprehension. I do have low reading comprehension, it's true, but hey man, sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to read. All right, anyway, let's go mess around with him a bit then. Wait, now that I kind of understand how his abilities work, hold on. Red Wing lock on lasts 2 seconds longer, attack range increased by that much, and allows Captain America to inflict rupture from special 2-3 blocks. When either champion performs well-timed block, Captain America inflicts a sap charge on the opponent, and when an opponent fails, or when their ability fails due to low ability accuracy, okay, some physical damage. Okay, all right. Let's go try this again. And again, I don't think he's going to be the best used in Realm of Legends, but just to get a better sense for his abilities, that's what we're going to do. Feature Special 3 locks them from using power, and they also have saps on them for a long time, so they'll never have 3 bars of power, and you could just go nuts. Okay, we'll test that out later. I guess my concern, again, I was thinking about this from a PvP perspective, and I guess in Alliance War you have time, but in Battlegrounds I worry a little bit about the time. Special 3s are really not that good in Battlegrounds, to be honest. But we will mess with that a bit. Let's do another fight now with having this stuff in mind. We're gonna move on to some some story content and stuff like that after this. So those are the sap charges building up, and if we get to 25, we can probably want to lock on as early as possible, but there we go. We'll lock on as soon as he pops a special. Kind of gives us some time to do it. We got to get to 25 of those charges, though, in order to, like, drain his power. The lock-on duration was pretty good. Oh, crap. Oh, no, okay. We are draining his power. Okay. Didn't seem that hard to get to 25, but I don't know. This is also a very simple fight. So now I want to lock on again now that time is up, and just throw another special 2. That damage doesn't seem too bad. Not amazing considering this is a rank 3 6-star, but I'm just judging about, like, if opponents have like half as much health or less in some of these other modes, then that's fine. You just get to like 2 special 2s and you're good, kind of thing, you know. There's also without suicides or anything like that. I should have locked on before popping that special 1. Let's get a sense for that. See if the special 1 is any actual use. I'm gonna get close to a special 1. Then I'm gonna lock on, and that way I can activate like 2 special 1s back to back for like 4 physical vulnerability debuffs. Whoops, getting punched in the face here a little bit. Okay, we got 4 of those. We can actually get 6. I don't know how much it matters, but now we got 6 of those. I don't know if you can take physical resistance into the negatives. I don't know if there's a way that we can figure that out or not. So what if you lock on again, like right now? What? Why can't I lock on? Dude, that was annoying. I was dashing back, I was holding block, and it wasn't activating. That mechanic always feels a little bit weird to me, to be honest. Alright, we're definitely going to go test this guy elsewhere, because, yeah, like I said, not super impressive. In here, the special one, I'm curious, for anyone who has this champ, anyone who's done maybe a little bit more testing with the champion and stuff like that, have you guys found a special one to be of any use? Or do you guys mostly go for special 2, special 3? Let's see the special 3 one more time here. I want to kind of push him to a special 3, even though it's a Realm of Legends and he can't use it. Let's just pretend that he can use it. Of course he throws his... Of course he throws his special 2 there. Alright, forget doing that. Forget pushing him. We're just going to pop the special 3. So there's the power lock. Can't use his special. And he's being power drained right now, so that power drain has like a long duration to it, so you can hit the opponent a bunch and they're never gonna get to pop that special 3, just like someone in the chat was saying. So yeah, okay, I can see the special 3 being useful for sure. Special 1 is the only one that doesn't really seem to be that interesting to me. Outside of a case where you just want to apply some debuffs. But I'm curious what you guys say. Go special 1, then special 2? Do you have the champ, or are you just saying you think that is what would be good? I'm curious. Or have you, like, maybe you've seen other people play the champ? I haven't seen anyone else play the champ. Obviously, some people have this guy. Obviously, people in the CCP have made videos and stuff like that. I just didn't watch them. Sorry, CCP peeps. Official AMKM sending over £5. Thank you very much. Saying, even though I've been up all night and it's almost 6 a.m. here in the UK, your streams are the best to have on whilst I'm playing some MCOC. Ah, man, well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Dragon sending over a buck as well. Dragon, thank you very much. Saying, the gamer life, auto fighting Realm of Legends while watching BG test the champ while playing another game entirely. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The only thing better than playing one game is playing 2 games. That's what I always say. Oh man. Dragon, thank you very much. Okay, so what are people saying? Special 1 is solid since it reduces physical resistance into the negatives. It still didn't seem that interesting to me, to be honest, but are you okay, it does take it into the negatives? I mean, we could it could be tested very easily just by seeing I mean, hold on. Let's test it to be sure. It's not that I don't believe you, it's just I want to test it to see with my own eyes. So here's how we're gonna do this. Captain Marvel does not have any physical resistance. I just want to hit and make sure we get a rupture on the opponent. What was that number? 15. Oh, wait. Does it change based on armor? No, I don't think it does. 1582. Hold on, now that I have 2 armor ups, I want to see if it changed. Because I can't remember now. It probably, okay, I should only do mediums. Okay, so 1582 on a medium. That's what I need to be looking at. 1582 on a medium, regardless of armor. Okay. Let me pop a special 2 real quick. I wasn't trying to hit the opponent with this. I just need to dump my power. Now, what I'm going to do is I just want to throw a special 1. So now we have 1 single physical vulnerability. And now we need to hit mediums only. Okay, 16, what was that? 1637? 1657. Okay, so it's a minor increase to damage. Yes, it does take it into the negatives. Okay. Let's quit out of this fight. I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Yeah. If I saw those numbers right, looks like even have 6 of the physical resistance debuff on only increases the crit rupture damage by like 30%. But would have to double check that again. Okay. Yeah, it really wasn't a whole lot. That 1 physical, I mean, I'm not going to do the math, but it's, yeah, 30% sounds about right, because that seemed like about a 5% increase or something. I don't even remember the exact numbers, but it does increase it. It does take it in the negatives. But ultimately, not that big of a deal. Really not that big of a deal. I can't remember for certain, but I believe when you take things into the negative, like armor and resistances, I think the math is a bit different than when the numbers are in the positives. Again, I don't remember for sure. Could be wrong in that. I think they've changed over time, believe it or not. But yeah. Baldy, check out his auto block chances on specials. I mean, we already looked at that in his description. We don't need to check anything out. Like, we could go do a fight, but it seems pretty obvious. He auto blocks a special. I'm more interested in testing other things. What those things are exactly, I don't know. Actually, here's what I do want to test first, though. I just want to do a fight against masochism. I didn't throw a heavy attack yet. Was it heavy and specials, or was it just? Hold on. Let's go into the fight. Lines in the sand. And one more time, I just need a refresher on this one part of his kit here. Here we go. On heavy or intercept, that's what it is. Heavy or consume an armor up buff to gain a non-stacking bulwark buff. Increasing block proficiency for 15 seconds while this buff is active. Opponents have negative 100% ability accuracy. Okay, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's try it out here. Let's fight Yellow Jacket, sure. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to bait a heavy attack from this guy. It's masochism, right? I'm not going to trigger masochism. Ideally. I'm going to block and bait out a heavy attack. Get hit by that heavy attack. That was accidental. All right, there we don't. I don't have an armor up buff. I have to have an armor up buff for. Okay, now I have an armor up buff. Seriously? Okay, threw a heavy, so now I have a bulwark buff, and now I could parry this guy all I want, and masochism will not trigger. So that's pretty cool. I'd say that's pretty useful right there. But now when I block him, now when I parry without that buff, it's gonna trigger masochism. Yeah, there's the masochism. Okay. By the way, this is not a showcase of the champion and or my fighting abilities. I was just trying to test one thing very specifically, alright? Get out of my face. Don't yell at me for poor fighting abilities. There's no way to pause that though, right? It's just 15 seconds. It doesn't stack. That is a bit annoying. Ooh, there was some auto block right there. It is a bit annoying that you'd have to reapply that. 15 seconds sounds like a pretty good duration, and it's not bad. But, yeah, you are going to have to reapply that. Intercepting works as well, though. I wish it... Hold on. It doesn't refresh it, right? Let me get an armor up. Intercept. I'm going to intercept again. Trying to, at least. Okay, yeah, and it didn't refresh it. Well, I also don't have an armor up buff right now. Hold on. We need to test this again. I'm going to reset the match here. Or reset the map. I'm hoping that it refreshes it. It says non-stacking. But I'm hoping that it refreshes it. If it refreshes it, that's pretty cool. It could be seen as a downside, though, because you kind of want him to have his armor ups, right? Okay, so we have an armor up. We have 2 armor ups. That's all we need to test this. Let's bait out this special real quick. Now let's intercept. Oh, I thought that was an intercept. Actually, I thought I landed a good one. Okay, let's let the timer go down a little bit. You know what? Let's just bait out it. Oh. He's got a short reach on his light attack. Dang it, now I need another one. I took too long. Alright, we got 2 armor ups again. Let's just do the heavies in the corner. It's safer. Okay, so I've got the buff. Let's see if it'll refresh. It does refresh. Okay. Alright, so at least you could do that. That's cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit this guy with the special 3 while he has his special 3 active. Should be power locked. Or did I need to be locked on? Now I can't remember. Yeah, he is not power locked. I want to take a look at the special 3 description one more time after this. I also really need to turn on the can skip special 3 animation button again, apparently. Seems to go off on its own for whatever reason. But yeah, let's go take a look at that one more time. Let's see here. So it does seem more important than I had originally realized. Okay, so gain a precision buff, granting a whole bunch of crit rating for 8 seconds, but pauses for half a second on hit. Captain America can crit through block while his buff is active. Yeah. Alright, consume all stacks of armor up and gain 10% chance per... Oh, that's what it is. 10% chance per armor up to inflict an extra sapped charge on a rupture for the duration of the precision buff. Oh no, it's not it. Okay, alright, so it is the lock-on. Okay. Let's skip to the lock-on section. Inflict a special lock, preventing specials from being activated for 10 seconds. Okay. That's actually so good. I don't know why I thought this wasn't going to be good initially. But all you have to do, if the opponent is getting close to using a special 3, is you lock on, and then you pop your special 3 first. I don't think he's like the absolute best power locking champ in the game or something like that because of it, but that does seem really useful. Reaching max stacks of sap charges while this effect is active causes the lost armor ups to return, so you can even get your armor ups back. Okay. Okay, so well, I'm just kind of picking things that I dislike and things that I like about the champ out right now, so that I can kind of toss away some of the garbage, make it simpler to understand his kit. So special 1, it really doesn't feel useful in my opinion. I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel useful in my opinion unless you're just looking to apply debuffs to the opponent. Sometimes it's necessary. Special 2 does seem to be the damage dealing special. If you don't need any sort of utility necessarily, special 2 gives you damage. Special 3 is there to lock the opponent's power. And yeah, prevent them from throwing specials. That's what it feels like to me. The heavy attack or intercepting allows you to fight through nodes like masochism and stuff like that. Okay. Getting a better sense. It's the recon scans are so important, man. The 12-second cooldown on it is not that bad. It goes by pretty quick in a fight, actually. All right, let's try to do like a real fight this time. I'm gonna do a more real fight here and just see how it feels. Just trying to take down the opponent using some of this guy's abilities. All right, so actually, first things first, I should probably lock on to start. Let's get that going. I feel like you probably want to lock on as much as possible, although I wonder if there's times where you want to save that. All right, I can't get masochism on me now. And then we'll just blast him with a special 2. He's going to be power drained now because we hit enough sap charges, so he's not going to get to a special 3. I felt pretty good. Now, this is Act 5 content with a 6-star rank 3, so, you know. It's not exactly the absolute best test, but I'm here just because there was masochism here. That's it. Let's do just one more fight against a different opponent here. We'll move on to like some other content in a moment. I just want to do this another fight in here one more time. I want to go find like a bishop after this. I feel like I'll do that. I want to read one more time how his armor ups and stuff like that work too. You know what? Let's lock on. So he's very tanky. I mean, even if you can't heavy attack or intercept, which, hold on, we could easily heavy attack here. So now masochism has no effect on me. I can't really get to a special 3 at the moment. That's a problem, so I do have to bait this out. Let's actually get to a special 3 now. Ooh, the masochism. My buff ran out. My bulwark buff. Ah, crap. I didn't lock on. Whoops. It's not going to matter, I don't think, here too much, because he's not even going to be pushed to a special 3, but I forgot. You really want to lock on before popping your specials. It feels like there's almost no reason to use your specials unless you're locked on. The bonuses are too strong. And the cooldown for lock-on is not that long. 12 second, 16 second uptime, 18 with the awaken ability that makes it last 2 seconds longer. Yeah. So you should always lock on when you pop your specials. Hold on, let me see the armor ups one more time here. Okay, armor up. When attacking or being hit by basic attacks, 30% chance to gain armor up buff. Okay. While armor up is active, Captain America can trigger the power. Yeah. Reduce bleed. Chance. And then the auto block thing. Okay. So armor ups, it's just 30% chance when here's what I kind of wish they did this for his awaken ability. This is for all champions, what I'm about to say. I feel like this would make champs easier to understand. Put the awakened ability in the actual description. So like in the armor up section, have it highlighted blue so you know it's the awakened ability. But then just put in there this the second bullet point there that says when either champion performs a well-timed block, Captain America. Oh no, that's a sap charge. Whoops. All right, so you put that in the sap section, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like it'd be a little bit easier to understand these champs. Anyway. Okay, but I think I understand now. So the saps, Captain America. Wait. Is it just in that section? It is. Okay. Captain America cannot land hits naturally, critical hits naturally. However, every time he would have landed critical hit, inflicts instant rupture. Okay, and then the ruptures also inflict sapped charge. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, cool, man. I'm understanding now. It took a little bit, but I'm understanding. All right, let's go to a different area. And here's what I want to do. I want to use this feature on Aunt May. And I would like to find a high-level bishop. Let's go to... Did we go to Act 7? Let's go to, like... Act 7 has, like, a little bit more specialized nodes, I feel like. Screw it, let's go there. Let's go Let's go to the highest one, 7.3.5, if I have access to it on the beta. Some parts of Act 7 I don't have access to. So, let's try it. 7.3.5. Begin quest. We also didn't look at this guy's synergies yet. Which we'll do in a bit here. See, this is like, yeah, you want cosmic champs here, right? Whenever cosmic attackers activate a special attack, they gain plus 40% fury buff for the duration. For each unique buff on them. Suffocation. It's aggression prowess, though. Is it prowess? Hold on. Is it prowess buffs or prowess period? For the auto block. Prowess effect. So it's not just buff. So actually, this is good. Aggression prowess to boot, man. So we'll even get to test it versus other champs, too. Okay. Anyway. Suffocation. Whenever the defender is struck, they have a 100% chance to inflict a stifle debuff on the attacker for 6 seconds, reducing their combat power rate by 25%. Each unique buff on the attacker reduces the chance. Okay, well, we got buffs. Power play 2 every 15 seconds. Whichever champion has the least amount of power is fate sealed. And aggression power. Okay. Well, cool, man. We're not cosmic, but we can still go and fight this. Let's give it a whirl. Hey, look at this. I'm getting 1,000 6-star shards, too. Nice. At least they actually put the awaken ability in the description when they aren't awakened. Now, that's true. I do like that, yeah. Plot twist, BG did make a website. That website was Aunt May. I wish, dude. That website is amazing. But that is done by someone with actual skills, not myself. Good morning, BG. Enzo, what's up, buddy? Watching a man read who hates reading is like watching a program of a person who is scared of snakes have snakes on them. Great entertainment. Thanks, Enzo. It's true. I do hate reading. Yeah. Reading ability pages. You know, I complain about them being long, but they're really not even that long. It's just that you kind of have to do it a few times to make sense of it all. And then it becomes long feeling. All right, anyway, we've got... Wait. I want... No, you know what? We'll save the unblockable special for Bishop. Hold on a sec. Crap. What was the note on this guy? How did that fate seal work again? Screw it, man. Let's just get to a special 2. These nodes are keeping me nice and healed up. Let's get to a special 3. Oh, man. He threw that. Okay. Let's get to a special 3. My combat power rate is being reduced by the stifle charges, which is pretty annoying. What if I lock on? I thought for each buff that I have on myself, it reduced the chance of getting those. But again, man, all this reading. Alright, we got lock on. We're popping the special 3. Hulkbuster will not be able to use his special. This is a pretty long fight. I would definitely not recommend this champion for this particular fight. But we're just trying to get to that bishop, really. We're going to get Stifle, or not Stifle, the sap charges, whatever, up to 25, which we just did. So now his power is going to be draining a bit. Let's see him pop a special 2 in my face here. He's going to have some prowess. Okay, I took my hands off the wheel there. It just auto-blocked. I took a lot more damage than I would have expected. Maybe it's just the first hit that auto parries, well-timed blocks instead. Ugh, this is an annoying fight, man. Not because it's difficult, just because it's long. Like, I really need to get to my specials, but the stifles are killing me. Let's lock on. Let's pop the special 2. The damage doesn't feel great. It really doesn't feel great. I'm fighting Hulkbuster, who's already pretty beefy. It is Act 7. Health pools are up there and everything. There are nodes preventing my full damage potential here by reducing my combat power rate. But all those things said, the damage just does not feel wonderful. This is Sig 200, rank 3, 6-star. Yeah. Those things may not matter so much in a PvP setting like the Battlegrounds, but I mean, it does still matter when, like, you want to take down the opponent kind of quickly so that they don't, you know, you don't slip up and accidentally mistime a parry or miss dex a special and get blasted and lose health and stuff like that. So it does matter, but these nodes, it's hard to judge based off them because you're kind of clearly supposed to be using cosmic champs here. Yeah, these are like kind of close to Realm of Legend health pools, and you're really supposed to be using, you know, activating this cosmic avalanche here. Suffocation. Let me read this note again. Whenever the defender is struck, they have a 100% chance to inflict a stifle debuff and attack for 6 seconds. Use combat power rate by 25% up to max of 4. Each unique buff on the... Oh, it's unique buff on the attacker. That's why. I had plenty of buffs. They just weren't unique buffs. I see. Okay. Okay. Let's get blasted by this guy's special. Although we're gonna, it's not even gonna be unblockable, is it? Or I guess it would be if we had it, if he gains a bunch of prowess. Taking some incinerate right now. He'd still want to get this guy to a special 2. So the fact that the incinerate still is an issue, I don't know if I'd necessarily call this guy a bishop counter. I mean, you could just chill out for a bit while the incinerate aura is active. But yeah, I don't know if I'd call this guy a bishop counter necessarily. He's not necessarily like terrible against the champ, but Not ideal. Ugh. I thought I was going to get to a special 2 there. The stifles prevented it. Rip. I mean, the more I think about it, I was looking just at rupture damage from the physical vulnerabilities, but I guess, I mean, that's increasing the regular hit damage as well, so if we were able to increase it maybe by about 5% per or something like that, that could add up. Maybe the special 1 isn't totally useless. All right, unblockable. Ooh. I took my hands off the wheel there, and I did not auto block. Well, let's read that in his description one more time. So, 10% chance per armor up effect to auto block incoming special attack. Oh, hold on. First off, where does it say? While armor up is active, Captain America can trigger the parry mastery against non-contact attacks, and he can block unblockable specials from mutants. And then, this part down here, auto block chance is also increased by 25% per prowess effect on the opponent. Chance capped at 100% while the opponent has prowess. So what happened? He had 4 prowess, right? I wish I could play an instant replay for you guys. I need to set that up, but the current streaming computer I'm on can't really handle that. He had 12 prowess, 13 prowess even. Well, like, yeah, both 12 and 13. It said auto block. Dang. What happened there? The auto block text actually came up. Any insights from the chat here? Maybe spamming special 2 works. Parry blocks only block unblockable, maybe? PG, did the first block hit do enough damage to kill you? No. PG, you don't have armor up active, you just have passive because of the fate seal. It doesn't matter. It's 10% chance per armor up effect, not buff. It should be passive or buff. While armor up is active, Captain America can trigger the parry mastery against non-contact attacks, and he can block unblockable specials from mutants. It doesn't say buff. It just says armor up is active. And this doesn't say prowess buff. It says prowess effect. None of these things are buffs. I'm not sure, guys. You cannot block unblockable attacks. It says it right here, though. This bullet point at the top of the screen. He can block unblockable specials from mutants. Oh, I get it. The auto block consumes your armor ups, so a special with a lot of hits like Bishop will still get you. Since the auto block lasts only a certain amount of time, Bishop just outsols you? Out what? But that doesn't make any sense because your auto block is increased by 25. Hold on. That's so stupid. I mean, this bullet point here does say this auto block counts as a well-timed block. So I guess... I mean, I guess you're right. I guess you're right in that even though there's plenty of prowess on the opponent to increase his unblockable, or to increase the auto block chance, it's increased by like 300 or 400% or something like that. You know, because he had like 14 prowess. So it was well over 100% auto block chance on Cap here, on myself, the attacking champ. But you can still only auto block when you actually have an armor up effect. And that one instance of auto block removed all that stuff, I guess. That sounds like garbage to me. That sounds awful. Hold on. We're gonna do the fight one more time here. We're just gonna pop a revive, and I just want to see it again. That's unfortunate. Because, I mean... If a special attack only has one hit in it, then you could dex it pretty easily, right? It's when specials have multiple hits that require like multiple swipes, or maybe like a precision swipe that's like a Doom special one. I mean, I guess against a Doom special one, sometimes you just get clipped by the last bit, and it would block that. But like, I don't know, man. For the most part, it's specials like this where I'm like, oh crap, I have no chance. I need to be able to, you know, auto block like Punisher 2099. If there's an unblockable special node attached to Punisher 2099, dude, without auto blocking it, like I'm toast. You know? But this guy can't do that. He can't block that sort of thing. Well, I mean, it's not a mutant champion anyway, so you know what? He could only... Yeah, it wouldn't even work against someone like Doom. It'd work against someone like... Cyclops, I guess, would be the better example. But... Okay. 30%, I wish it was a bit higher, to be honest, to gain these armor ups. It's 30% on attacks. I mean, I guess I literally could have just used Bishop's Special 2 as an example as well, but... I'm gonna let his prowess build up a bit, because when I hit him, it's gonna go down, so... Let's just crap. Let's just dance around for a little bit here. Here's what I want you guys to watch for on screen, okay? When he launches his special one, when Bishop launches his special one, the first hit is going to say auto block. Watch for it. Just letting him build the prowess a little bit more. Oh, I guess that's good. All right, watch for the auto block text to pop up. Well, it wasn't unblockable. Wait, why wasn't it unblockable? Why isn't it unblockable? I thought it's based on prowess, isn't it, for Bishop? Oh, how does this guy work again? Hold on. It's because he started with a bar of power. Oh my god, he started with a bar and a half of power. All right, you know what, dude? It's pissing me off. Gotta be kidding me. He had a persistent charge. He still has a persistent charge. So what I need him to do now is I need him to kill me. I need him to use a special and kill me and not gain enough power while doing. Or here, all right, here's. I'm gonna quit out of the match, I guess. There we go. He used it. I can quit out of the match. Now the special will be unblockable. My goodness. PG, does your wife play MCOC? She used to. Not anymore. Okay, don't use your special. Don't use your special. Don't use your special. Let the prowess build up. Crap, he used it. Gotta have 10 prowess. That's why I was trying to let him build it up in the last fight. Alright, we should be good to go now. I'm gonna hit him a bit, and then watch for the text that says auto block. It's gonna pop up for the unblockable, and then I'm instantly gonna get hit after that. Did I even auto block the first hit? Like, I didn't, right? It's a 5-hit special. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-hit special, and Bishop had a 5-hit combo by the end of it. Babe, prowess count for 25% each. You need 4, not 10. I know, Mike, but Bishop needs 10 for his special to be unblockable. That's the 10 I was talking about. But I didn't even... it said auto block, but I literally didn't even auto block the first hit. It connected. It landed as a hit. No, you didn't. No text saying auto block was there. Wait. There was no text? Hold on. Yeah, auto block text was there. Yeah, the auto block text was there for sure. I'm looking at it right now. I need a way to show this on screen. Damn it. But it did say auto block. You can go back and yeah, everyone's saying that the text was definitely there. Yeah. Everyone saw it. So the text was there, but I actually got hit. I didn't auto block anything. It literally just said auto block, but I took the full damage. I think I took the... Did I take the full damage? Oh my god. You just double check that real quick. I was at 73% health. Yeah. I took the full damage, all right. I didn't auto block anything. I went down to like... It's hard to see. Is that 62 or something? I don't know, it's like 45, I think it's saying, or 48 or something like that. It's really grainy, the playback that I have. It's hard to see, but either way. You had no armor up. King, thank you for the two. By the way, sorry, Jeremiah also sent over a buck earlier. But it was mid-testing. I'm going to read that in a sec if I didn't already. But I'm pretty sure I had an armor up. Now I'm double-checking that too. I did have an armor up. That is incorrect, King. I had an armor up. It's a passive. It doesn't have to be a buff, though. It just says armor up effect, not buff. But thank you for the 2, dude. I appreciate that. Okay. Clarissa had sent over Buck earlier as well. Hold on. Let me go read these messages. Jeremiah. Sorry it took so long to read this, but mid-testing is hard, like I mentioned earlier in the stream. You said Captain America Sam Wilson over Warlock. Okay. Interesting. They feel like 2 very different champions to me, but interesting. Jeremiah, thank you for the buck. Clarissa Bell sending over a buck as well with the winky face, saying, let the man play. It's more fun that way, guys. Thank you, Clarissa. What a nice message, actually. Let the man play. Thank you very much. But hold on, Lizer, I used Mole against him, BG. He wasn't able to auto-block Mole's unblockable specials even when the text popped up. Well, Mole Man is not mutant because he's only supposed to He's only supposed to auto-block unblockable specials against mutants. So that feels appropriate. Mole Man, I believe, should be able to punch through that with unblockable specials. So it's a bug then? No, I'm just confused. I don't know if it's bugged or what, man. But this doesn't feel like it's supposed to work this way. Brian, you would do everything in order to not go 7.3. Don't be lazy. 7.4 is around the corner. Luca, I have no idea what this message is in relation to. This is a champion testing stream. We're testing champs. Hey, I meant that as a joke. I guess I gotta go back to Pixie to get my meanness up. No, Clarissa, don't. Oh, wait. No, as in Mole God couldn't block bishops? Oh, wait. Wait, is that what Lizer was saying? No. No. That's not what Lizer was saying. Use Mole against him, BG. He wasn't able to auto-block Moles and block. No, she's talking about Cap. Definitely bugs. Should be auto-blocking. That's what I was thinking, Mike. Works against Sauron's unblockable specials, for example, and works against Weapon X. Try dueling your Weapon X. Okay. We'll try that. Weapon X. Let's give it a go. This bug will take months to fix, if we're lucky. Okay, so I've got armor ups. This guy, he doesn't have prowess, but I'll still have a chance to auto block. I didn't actually get hit by it though. Whoops. Or did I get hit by that one? Okay, let's get hit by the next one. Not regular attacks, damn it. Damn it, I got out of the way. Okay, this is just... Okay, you know what? We gotta try it again. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm just gonna stand there when he pops his special one. Sometimes it's a force of habit to get out of the way. And pop your special, pop your special, pop your special. Just pop your special. Okay, so I didn't auto block there, but it's only a chance to auto block, so It's a cap of 75% without prowess. Let's try it again. %40 chance. Didn't get it. Hey, we got the auto block that time. Okay. So yeah, he auto blocked the unblockable special there. Is there something with Bishop? I'm looking at Bishop and Aunt May. I don't think there's anything that says there's no way that someone who can block unblockable specials can't block unblockable specials in his description, right? I don't know. It just feels like a bug to me, but maybe there's some hidden mechanic here that I'm just unaware of. Either way, we're harping on this maybe too much because it's I mean, I feel like it's something important for the champ to work. It feels like, I mean, like I said, I don't play Alliance Wars right now, but I've heard that Path 7 in Alliance Wars, it's kind of like what this guy was made to counter, because apparently there's a bunch of prowess there, and Cap's really good against it. So I don't know. What else do we need to test about this guy, though? That's the other thing, is like, I don't know, his damage I wouldn't describe as fun. This champ is all about utility, and it seems like, once again, PvP utility. It's a little bit hard to test him without like playing him in Battlegrounds or something. But we don't need to do like a bunch of damage tests. The damage is not amazing. So what other situation can we throw at this guy? An opponent fails, or when their ability. Let's do an Ebony Maw. Let's see how he does against Maw. So hold on. It's when Recon Scan is up, right? Yeah. Okay, so extra crit damage rating, or no, not crit damage rating, just crit rating, and his attacks cannot miss. Okay. Let's see how he does. Say 6-star rank 3 Maw. Begin duel. Have you messed with his minus 100% offensive bit axe reduction and stuff like kinetic transference, etc.? I did on Masochism, Mike, yeah. Okay, whoops. Locking on during the first opponent's specials feels like a really good time to do it against a bunch of opponents at least. Alright, so the miss timer's coming up. There it is. He was throwing a special during it. That's annoying. Let's see if we can line this up again. We're not going to get on this next falter, but the one after at 60. Alright, so let's lock on. So we're going to get falter at 60 charges of his. Can't miss. Dealing extra damage. A little bit hard to tell because it's just a duel. Let's try one more time here. I don't know if I necessarily would want to use this guy against Ebony Mob. But maybe why not? Maw doesn't have the highest health pool. The problem with Maw is that you have to like be really careful about missing and stuff like that. So, oh wait, he can block. Yeah, okay, never mind. You could parry his first hit too, right? Where normally you can't do that against Maw. Hold on a sec. I always forget which of Maw's attacks you can't really parry. Okay, Ebony Maw's first light attack and heavy attack are the only basic hits to make contact. So is medium. You can't parry the medium typically. Okay, so yeah, actually this guy's really good against Maw. That's part of the problem is like you can't parry the dude. Usually. And you have to deal with his miss. The degen, there's no way to avoid that with this guy, but you can't win everything. Let's get him to throw a special too. While I have the falter. I was trying to auto block it. That didn't work. Oh my god. Dude, Maw's special 2 is actually devastating. Good lord. Okay, so I would describe this champ as good against Maw. I would say so. Do one more test. One more time. I almost wish that his falter state would last longer. But just the fact that you could parry this guy normally, get those hits in that way. I mean, you can get heavy attacks off, right? Like, because that's the way you stop his counter as well. Is it's part of the problem is like you want to heavy attack this dude, but it's not always that easy because you can't always parry. And then sometimes you just go to like parry a second hit or like try to reparry, but then what happens is he throws his heavy, and then you get backed up against the wall. It's really annoying. So yeah, I'd say it's good against Maw. It's good to know. What else do we test with this guy? Hey, the real question though is who is better between Ghost and Warlock? They're two entirely different champs used for two entirely different reasons. One is not better than the other. What other mechanics of this guy have we not tested? Or tested? I feel like we tested pretty much everything. It's just a matter of like seeing him in his ideal, seeing him counter his ideal things, which again is not that easy to test outside of like just running him through a bunch of battlegrounds, seeing where he excels and doesn't. In questing, it's kind of boring. I'll be honest. The champion is, in my opinion, a bit boring to play. I will say. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he doesn't have his uses. I'm just saying he's a little bit on the boring side. But when the time calls to use him, I would love to have the champion in my roster. I would love to actually have a Captain America Sam Wilson in my deck, my Battleground deck. Sam or Falcon? I would, if I could only have one. I mean, well, hold on. Sam is Falcon. But if I could only have one, regular Falcon or Captain Falcon, I would say I'd rather have Captain Falcon. That said, I don't know what people would use. I think people would actually use regular Falcon more. But I don't know. I don't really, to be honest, I don't really look at either champ and say like, oh, I definitely want to play these champs. It's more of like, you use them when you need to use them. But hold on, let's think of, all right, so we tested the armor up stuff. We did the parry against unblockable, parry against non-contact and unblockable special thing. The only I mean, we didn't test like the opponent's bleed ability accuracy thing, but I don't think that's, like I said, I wouldn't rely on this. I would not rely on that at all. That's a little cherry on top, little bonus. More of a defensive thing that you don't really want to use bleed-based champs against. Captain Falcon here, rather than an offensive utility to have. Auto block seemed a little bit buggy. Damage output was not amazing. I don't know. I don't know what else to run this guy through. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Maybe you guys are saying something while I'm trying to sit and stare and think. Let's see. BG, can you test if the special 1 into special 2 does more damage overall than doing repeat special 2? Like, will 3 special 2 for 6 bars do more or less damage than 2 special 1 to 2 rotation for 6 bars? I could test that, yeah. That sounds like a reasonable test. Let's exit this quest real quick. He's clearly the Tech Corvus. Yeah, his damage is definitely the Tech Corvus. That's exactly how I would describe him. Alright, so we're doing 3 special 2s. Actually, let's just shorten it. Let's do 2 special... No, I guess we can't shorten it, huh? Okay, 3 special 1s compared to a I'm not gonna do 2 rotations. We're gonna do 3 special 1s compared to a special 1 into special 2. That's what we're gonna do. So 3 bars instead of the 6 that you were asking for. We gotta restart it. I'm sorry, I didn't lock on. Damn it. You definitely want to lock on with this guy. Compare his playstyle to another top champ. His playstyle is pretty basic, I would say. Feels pretty basic, at least. Karate Mike saying 6.4.1, top right path, biohazard, and tunnel vision. Biohazard, really? Maybe I should have locked on a little bit later. Come on, bud. Yeah, I should have locked on later into the special. I may have to reset this one more time. The physical hits, though, I'm reducing physical resistance. But my physical hits, they're pathetic. 867 on a light. This wasn't the most scientific test. What? I'm just gonna run back the special 1 into special 2. When all was said and done, it was like 17% damage, but maybe even less than that. I'm sorry. I was getting distracted by his weak physical hits. His weak regular basic hits, I mean. Even with all the physical vulnerabilities, it really... It just doesn't seem that good. Let's see if we can determine just by doing this. Well, I'll lock on right now. And we'll throw the special 1. So now I have 2 physical vulnerabilities. Let's throw the special 2. I understand now why you were saying 6 bars of power, though, because I guess to do... There's no way that you can just do 2 special 2s, huh? Alright, so special 1 is definitely not where damage comes from, though, because we already out-damaged. I have a feeling it's just special 2 for damage. Clarissa, it hurts just the same, guys. Getting ignored. Pixie. Clarissa. BG, my favorite episode of SpongeBob was on. It's called Hooky. I know the Hooky episode. I like that episode. That's where, like, they play on the hooks and it could take you up to the top of the ocean. It's been forever since I've seen that episode. I think my favorite episode is the Imagination Box one, maybe? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just special 2 for damage. The special 1 vulnerability felt like it didn't do squat. Those physical vulnerabilities are pretty trash. They're debuffs if you need debuffs. That's how I think of it. Yeah, I wouldn't really use the special 1, to be honest. Special 3 is good. Special 3 is, it feels like it's, I don't know. Dare I say, is most important special. Which would sort of help if you want to just run suicides with this guy. You could just rely on special 3. Special 2, I mean, I would say, like, again, special 3 for utility, special 2 for damage, but what you can do is something like special 3 into then special 2 to finish the fight. And then at least you're semi suicide friendly. Where you don't have to spam specials and take that recoil damage. Oh, we never looked at synergies. Mike, although that node sounds interesting to test, I think I'm not going to test it just because I don't trust him against Biohazard, man. I don't trust it. I mean, maybe I should test it, but anyway. Derpy Creature sending over a Looney saying, BG, I beat 5.2.3 yesterday. Thanks to your advice. Nice, dude. APOC's been a huge help, ranking up AA for 5.2.4 for that damage. Okay. APOC's going to be more useful than Archangel for 5.2.4. But I don't know. Archangel's a bit rough to use against Masochism. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying it's kind of rough. If you can handle... The way I think about it, if you can handle Masochism with Archangel, you could probably handle Masochism with any champ. Because Masochism largely is like a skill-based node that you don't need a direct counter to. Even though a champ like APOC is a direct counter to it. You get special 1 just under 2 bars, then special 1 again with lock on, up to special 2, have 3 physical vuln. That way you'll have nicer chance being at 25 sap. I just don't even know if it's worth it. I mean, I've barely tested him, so maybe what you're saying is true, Mike. But, I don't know. It feels unnecessary. You know what? Let me go test what. Well, let me look at the synergies first, man. It's getting late. Let me look at the synergies. Maybe we won't go test any other nodes, because I don't know if we have time. Because I also really need to make it to the store tonight, and they close in 50 minutes. So let's see. Okay, 6% attack with MODOK. Who cares? Who the hell are you? For Sam Wilson here, increase the effect of armor ups by 15%. Also, who cares? I would say if that increased the chance to gain armor ups by 15%, that would be huge. But just increasing the effect of them, nah. The Ant-Man side of things is powerful, though. Each hit of the special one has a 100% chance to place a fatigue debuff on the opponent. The last hit in the special pauses all fatigue debuffs for 20 seconds. This is really what I should have just been testing for fun. Testing Ant-Man with the synergy, but, you know, also, I don't care as much about synergy champs. Because there are no synergies in Battlegrounds. And not that the game is only Battlegrounds or anything. It's just, I still, yeah. I mean, it's still Ant-Man. Although I know he's able to do some cool things with that synergy, so I should have tested it. But anyway, regardless, we're moving on. Captain America, Sam Wilson, and Falcon. Opponent combat power rate is decreased by 40% while lock-on is on cooldown. So that's kind of a big deal, actually. Decreased by 40%, and then you could stack that with this right here. Retrofit tech champions with a field that passively inhibits any enemy power gained when attacking or being attacked. So you got 18% if you max that out, 40% from the synergy. We're talking 58% with that synergy. That's a lot. Yeah, man. So that's actually a big deal. It's while it's on cooldown, which, to be honest, you want to be locked on to deal your damage. So maybe not as powerful as it sounds, but that 18% is always. So even while your lock on is active and stuff like that. So probably not worth bringing to a quest, but maybe in Alliance War, if you can squeeze, you know, like Falcon is a totally usable champ to use in Alliance War, as is. So you throw Falcon and Captain Falcon on the team together in War. I could see that being a duo. Pretty decent duo. Okay, Darkhawk, each hit of Special 1 has a 10% chance to refresh the current active mode. Kind of cool, but not good enough. Sauron, performing a well-timed block, 30% chance to gain physical resistance buff. There are more physical resistance buffs than energy resistance buffs. Gain energy resistance instead. These buffs increase their corresponding resistance by plus 537 and last for 10 seconds. That's right. I remember reading this and thinking, why do they need to make everything about Sauron so overly complicated? For something that is largely something I don't care about. Okay, expectations. Special 1 inflicts a heal block debuff, preventing the opponent from recovering health for 15 seconds. Useful. There's another use for the Special 1. Inflicting a heal block debuff, a long-lasting heal block. 15 seconds, that's a lot. For a Special 1, that's a long duration. War Machine Ruptures from Special 1 have their ability accuracy and duration increased by flat 25%. Okay. On your left, on well-timed blocks, gain a Fury buff, increasing attack rating by 13%. Fury has no duration, but is removed when hit, or on a non-well-timed block, max 5 stacks. Okay. It's not enough, though, right? I mean, it's a nice bit of damage boost. I'm not going to say it's a terrible synergy or something like that, but I mean, I could see this being I could see this being a bit of a duo, like Cap IW and Captain Falcon on the team together. Because then again, like, okay, I remember reading this part from the deep dive analysis that we were looking at. So on well-timed block, inflict a stagger debuff. This is for Cap IW. It lasts for 10 seconds. The staggered opponent has their next buff nullified, max 2 stacks. So it's a debuff. It's another debuff that you're adding to Cap IW's kit. And Cap Falcon, being a tech champion, gives the petrified debuff to Cap IW. So you're just gaining more debuffs, the reverse healing even faster, even better, with the petrify Despair Mastery and stuff like that. Petrify debuff, Despair Mastery, reverse that healing. So I think it's a cool synergy. And then this one for Avengers at the start of the fight, gain the following buffs, all lasting 10 seconds. Fury buff, granting 820 attack rating. Precision buff, granting 820 crit rating. Cruelty buff, granting 410 crit damage rating. And for Winter Soldier specifically, special attacks have a percentage chance equal to the number of hits in the combo meter to gain a true strike buff during special attacks. So who cares about that? The Winter Soldier buff, that's really disappointing, to be honest. You have to have a high combo just to have true strike. I mean, come on. I don't know why that would be useful, but anyway. The synergies for this guy aren't bad, man. I could see some of them being really fun to play with. The Ant-Man one, the double Falcon team, the heal block from the special one in a pinch. I could see on like a new account challenge that coming in handy if I pulled these two champs. That would be pretty clutch for some situations. The double Cap team, Cap Falcon and Cap IW. And the Avenger thing, those buffs, they don't last very long, but you could use, technically, you could use the Mr. Fantastic synergy if it's a skill. Skill or are there cosmic? Yeah, there are cosmic Avengers, right, Thor? Skill or cosmic Avenger, you could extend the duration of those a bit, but I don't know. Not super psyched about the Avenger one, but anyway. The other ones are pretty cool. Yeah. It's not really 50%, it's 10%, 5 times or 4. Yeah, I think it's well, there's an initial hit. Wait, is it 5? I thought it was 4, but actually I don't know now either. It's 4 or 5, either way, yeah. Alright, anyway. Doesn't Winter Soldier get a buff like Star-Lord as his combo goes up? With the Killmonger synergy, he does. He has to have the Killmonger synergy for it. But True Strike, I mean, the way I think about it is like True Strike you want against someone that can evade or auto block or something, right? By the time you build up his combo high enough to gain True Strike, I mean, you would have gotten auto blocked or evaded on already, like, and it's just for your specials, and it seems so silly. Seems so silly. If they gave it like 5% True Strike per hit in the combo meter, that way you only need like 20 hits to gain True Strike on your specials. Okay, now we're talking. But to have, 1% chance per hit in the combo meter, what a joke. That doesn't help Winter Soldier. You're never going to use that synergy. As I say that, MSD is already working on a video using that synergy. But alright, anyway. This champ was kind of difficult to test. I wish I could have tested more. It's just like I said, man. I want to play him in the Battlegrounds. I understand how he works now, but I need to either play this guy in Alliance War, Path 7 apparently, or Battlegrounds. And I don't have access to either of those areas of the game on the beta server. But I think he's a good champ. I feel like he's well balanced for what he's good at, but he's kind of boring to play outside of those situations. I would say very boring, in fact. He's kind of boring to play outside of those situations, but when you need him, he's got your back. So yeah, that's kind of my initial impression review on the champ, at least. He's cool. I don't hate him. I would gladly pick him in a Nexus. Maybe not over some of the other top desirable champs that I want, but I'd be psyched if he was in there. There'd be zero disappointment. But that's it. That's my initial impressions on him. Oh, Mike is saying Path 6 for prowess, Path 7 for kinetic transference. Offensive ability accuracy reduction stuff in Alliance War, by the way. Okay, so 6 for prowess, 7 for kinetic transference. Okay, got it. High value is a SIG exactly? I don't think you need a high SIG level, but I do think having him awakened is kind of important. Well, I don't know if it's important even. Like the second bullet point there. Well, okay, so let's go in order, I guess. The first bullet point, lock on lasting 2 seconds longer. Nice bonus, not a huge deal. Attack rating is increased by a whole bunch. Allows Captain America to inflict ruptures from special 2 through blocks. The special 2 rupture through block thing, I feel like that doesn't really matter. Maybe that's a defensive thing. When you're fighting against this guy, now you have to worry like, oh crap, I'm gonna get ruptures if I block his special. The attack increase, not that big a deal either. The extra duration on lock on, nice, not required. The second bullet point, when either champion performs a well-timed block, Captain America inflicts a sapped charge on the opponent. You want to build up these sapped charges, but the more I think about it, I mean, how many times are you well-timed blocking on your way to 25 sap charges? You get a few. It probably helps a decent bit. So yeah, I mean, I'd want him awakened for that. And then the third one, when the opponent fails, or when their ability fails due to low ability accuracy and instant ruptures inflicted, dealing some physical damage scales based on. So I guess this would be like the kinetic transference thing, where if you're fighting an opponent with kinetic transference, that's the one where them hitting your block gives the defender power. So normally, like, blocking is kind of a bad thing in that situation, but if you're reducing that ability accuracy, you're able to block just fine, and you're dealing that physical damage on those blocks. It's only well-timed block, though, too, right? His awakened ability doesn't seem like that big a deal. I would want him awakened. I wouldn't invest SIGs into the champ. I don't think I would pop an awakening gem. If I was regularly assigned to those paths in war, though, yeah, I could see it being the difference between making it through the fight and not. So I think if you're frequently using this champ, he's worth awakening. If you don't frequently use the champ, not a big deal to have him unawakened. That's what I think. Yeah, man, this is your first impressions, so... Alright, the store's closing in like 38 minutes, guys, and it's gonna take me, 10 minutes to get there or something, so... Really gotta go. Reese, though, sending over another buck. And ABG, thanks for doing this, man. Testing streams seem aggravating with lots of backseat gaming in the chat, but we appreciate you trying this stuff out. All love. I mean, backseat gaming's fine and stuff like this. I actually ask for it. As with anything, it depends on the comment itself. Some of it is annoying, yes. But in general, I like you guys' input while doing these tests. It does slow down my ability to test champions, I will say. Testing a champ off stream, I feel like it takes me a third of the time. And I feel like I can dig in a little bit deeper almost at times, but yeah. Reese, thank you for the buck, dude, and the kind words. Is another champ in the game that he's similar to, or is he filling a new need, thinking Penny and Warlock, etc.? I would say the biggest part of his kit is the ability accuracy reduction, probably. So he's got like ability accuracy reduction. He can block what's it called? He can parry non-contact attacks like Iron Man Infinity War's first medium. And then his damage type is like Rupture, which no one's really immune to. What was the last thing I was gonna say? I mean, just having high block proficiency in general is nice. Crap. There was one other like pretty nice utility in here that I was Oh, the power drain thing, but there was one other thing I was gonna think of too. What was I thinking about? I don't know. But he's got like a little bit from a bunch of different kits. I would kind of consider him like a cross between Cap IW, just for having like high block proficiency and not really exciting damage, but like good utility. Although, to be fair, Cap IW is special too when it crits, pretty exciting. And then like an Archangel ability accuracy reduction, but very far from Archangel in any other way. It's just the ability accuracy reduction reminds me of it. I don't know. Every time you rupture, you inflict sap charge. Oh, that's true. For like, that's, yeah, for the third bullet point in his awaken ability, when the opponent fails, or when their ability fails due to low ability accuracy, yeah, okay. All right, so you inflict rupture. Okay, so I take it back. I think he does need to be awakened. I don't think the sig level matters, but I forgot about that. So you gain sap charges on well-timed blocks, and the sap charges on ruptures. And if you're stopping, so basically you gain like 2 well-timed blocking a champion that like a kinetic transference type champ. So yeah, I would say that's pretty important to get those sap charges. That's a good shout. What's up, KT, by the way? I forgot about that, but yeah, that's a good shout. Okay, anyway, you talked about Rupture for so long. Are you happy with how they've rolled it out? I talked about Rupture for so long. Do you just mean in this stream? Am I happy with how they rolled it out? Rupture in general, yeah, I think it's a good debuff. I like that no one's really immune to it. It's basically just you have a physical attack in a damage over time form. Okay, anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Preliminary testing, please keep that in mind. I tested what I could while streaming. It's not always the easiest. I do think the champ is useful in PvP settings, boring in PvE settings, and overall good. I'd like to get him. Before I go, shout out to official AMKM for being today's biggest T. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow for regular arena grinding. Later, everybody.